Hello everyone, Colonel Corn here. I have a new PC, but I'm still recording on the laptop. Anyways, everyone else say hello.
No,
Hello there.
I refuse.
You stole my joke.
Oh. Anyway, yes, we are welcoming back Brennan and the Untitled, and also newcomer. We didn't talk about this beforehand. What do you want to be called, newcomer?
You call me Silver.
Silver?
That's right.
All right,
Well, you
Silver.
can call me by my real name, but I don't care.
And we probably will be by the end of the show, but for now it's Silver.
My man AU over here.
And yeah, he's the one over there on the right with the world's crunchiest PNG. It's
I love it. It's a wonderful image. I think it encapsulates my soul.
it's not even a picture of you.
It's what you see. Shh! Don't tell them that. They don't need to know that.
Anyway, today we are playing a game called Two of These People Are Lying. I've stolen this game wholesale from Tom Scott, and you should go watch him play it because I guarantee he will have done it much better. So, the rules. There are 4 of us here, and one of us will be the judge. The judge will randomly select from the names of 3 Wikipedia articles submitted by the players. He won't know whose article is whose, and that's the point. So, after the chosen article is revealed, all 3 of the players will go around and say what the article is. But here's the catch, only one of them will actually know what the article is, and the other 2 will be lying. So, the goal is for the judge to figure out who's telling the truth, and for the players to convince the judge that they're the one telling the truth. If you convince the judge you're telling the truth, you get a point. If the judge picks you and you're actually telling the truth, the judge also gets a point. Alright, so everyone's cool here. Everyone here understands that, right?
As a clarification question,
Yes.
do you also score a point even if you have the correct, you have the article?
What?
So, if the judge picks you, but you're also the person who found the article.
What? What do you mean found the article?
So, let's say my article's title is
Okay.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, sure.
If the judge picks me, and I'm the one who I'm not a liar, do I also get a point?
I did say that if you're telling the truth and the judge picks you, you get a point.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
I definitely said that no matter what, if the judge picks you, you
That
get a
doesn't
point.
mean I was paying attention.
Okay.
You can speak. You can speak all you want.
Okay.
Don't break it.
All right, yeah. So we've got our word. I will put it up on screen, and I will send it to the chat before I try to pronounce it. Okay, just gonna skip into OBS here, and there it is.
The 3 that I DM'd to you, I honestly have no idea which one it is.
Yeah. This is all being done right. So, there it is in the chat. Keep poker
goodness.
faces, gentlemen. Just I'm pretty sure I already have a good guess on that based on who was surprised at looking at it.
Poker face.
Poker faces, gentlemen. Anyway, so
Yes.
What's your voices?
yeah, so her article is Armadillo Succus. Succus? Something like that. Anyway,
like a succubus.
so
No.
so everyone gets 30 seconds,
To think.
yes, to think and come up with a brief 1-sentence overview of what this thing is. All right? And that 30 seconds starts now. All right, your 30 seconds is up. So, let's start with Matthew. What is this thing? And also say its name.
The I should be able to pronounce this considering my previous D&D character.
Oh yeah.
So The
Are you
Armor-
stalling?
no,
I-
I'm not stalling whatsoever.
You better not be.
I'm just trying to read it on my screen because I have very low resolution and I'm very far away. Um, Armadillo succus. I have no idea.
Steady on there. The armadillo suck,
Succus.
I guess.
Um,
What is it?
it is a plant that armadillos cultivate.
100% believable.
Mhm.
Brennan, first of all, I want to bet. I'd like to place a sizable bet right now that you're going to say it's a dinosaur.
Um, so the Armadillosuchus is pretty much a crocodile that walks on land.
And is
And-
it what your average man would call a dinosaur?
No,
Ah,
because it looks like an armadillo, all right?
but it's
Um,
it's a big old crocodile.
It's practically if you like went to Pokemon and you took an armadillo and a
I think you've given
Crap.
enough. I think you've given enough description already.
yes.
There will be a second round of questioning. So Silver,
Yes.
what is it?
An armadillo sucus, because I prefer the other pronunciation. Is it's an extinct species. You could call it a dinosaur. It is similar to both the crocodile and the armadillo, but what it shares between the two is the similar armor plating that an armadillo has.
Are you
across
saying
its
it's the
back.
same thing as what Brennan said?
No, maybe.
You have,
Kind of.
you fundamentally misunderstood the game, my guy.
I'm saying it how I believe it. What it is. Hey, because here's the thing.
Before we
It-
enter the second round of questioning,
Yes,
Brennan is the least suspicious,
Uh-huh,
but also
sure.
the name of this thing and how he's described it is exactly his sphere of knowledge.
Uh-huh,
So you're
uh-huh,
all equally suspicious
exactly.
because I think you all put equally little thought into this.
Exactly.
Are
I
we
put so
equally
little
suspicious?
thought.
Are you sure about that, sir?
I think
Mhm.
well no.
Okay, so I guess let's circle back to Matthew. You said this was what again?
It is a plant cultivated by armadillos.
Oh yes. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna actually pull up a text document here because I'm definitely going to need it.
It's a home. You're just pulling up your own brew dot.
Yeah, I'm going to use everything you guys say for homebrew.
Yes.
That would be smart.
Here,
would
can
say-
can I set my differential away from from Brennan, since you've compared the two of ours?
Not yet.
Okay then.
Okay, so it's a small white flowered plant that is, I say cultivated by armadillos. It's unintentionally cultivated by armadillos in their digging. It hatches, or it doesn't hatch, catches onto the gets caught. I can't think of the words. I got like no sleep last night.
It's like pollen on a bee, basically.
Yeah, it gets caught in the like scales, I guess you might, I don't know, the shell of the armadillo, and gets transported. Therefore, it's like it was named after the armadillo because
All right.
find it near armadillos.
Yeah, that's actually quite believable. Okay.
I'm surprised.
Okay, Brennan.
Pleasantly. Yes.
Yes. This thing is like, you said it's like a crocodile-sized armadillo.
It's a crocodile that looks like an armadillo.
Ah.
It's actually an incomplete. They haven't found even like a majority of the skeleton. It's mostly just its skull, and it's alive. It's like post. Actually, excuse me. Let me back up here. It is like very end of the Cretaceous period, which is last dinosaur period.
So Precambrian.
What?
No.
No. Guthrie, even I know that. No, Cambrian is way before the dinosaurs.
I wanted to catch him slipping up.
Actually,
man.
I think technically Cambrian is during the
No.
dinosaurs.
It's the.
No. I mean, not
no.
Cambrian. I don't know if Cambrian is like. I don't know if Cambrian and
before.
Precambrian
I will
is
go
a
Alan
binary
Grant
thing.
mode.
I don't know if I forgot if the Cambrian era was actually an era or if it's just
It's a period.
It's a descriptor for the entire thing after like a certain evolutionary marker was passed.
So how its biggest is eras, and then it gets smaller to periods, and then it goes.
we can figure.
Yeah,
this-
and then epochs.
We'll think about this
So,
later.
yeah.
All right.
So-
The gist of it
yeah.
is silver is big dumb.
This is correct. Well, actually, I was trying to catch him in a lie, but
What?
I'm trying to.
Have you
I'm trying
met
to make
Brennan?
Maybe.
He knows his eras and
Don't tell me
periods and
those
such.
I
You
know
are not
things,
going.
and I'm still a
If you're going to
dumbass.
catch him in a lie, this is not the one.
This is not the one.
So, shall I go?
Yeah.
I want to hear. Actually, I don't have any more questions for you, Brennan. So, yeah,
Okay, thank you.
Silver, please
So,
provide
The
information.
difference between my description of Brennan's of our is he said it's more of like an armadillo size, like it's
A crocodile
like
size or a crocodile
It's
that's
sized
like
armadillo.
an armadillo.
yeah. I say it's less of like the stubby like crocodile sort of shape and more like I guess you could call it sort of canine-ish, but it's it shares the similarities between the two of having the sort of trapping jaw that a crocodile has, where it sort of attempts to drown its prey.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there because A, I don't know what you're talking about. B, I don't think you know what you're talking about. So
We'll see.
that leaves who it is between Brennan and Mathew. Do either of you gentlemen have any final details to really tip it in your favor?
Matthew.
It's a pretty flower.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Again, Brennan, this
Yes.
sounds like exactly the sort of thing you would be able to come up with just on the fly instantly. And Matthew, honestly, the armadillo plant for me is because originally I was thinking the armadillos don't plant anything, but hearing that it's a white flower that gets stuck in the scales and buried, that I'm also just my gut feeling. I'm going to go with Matthew on this one.
What the heck, dude? What?
So it's Brennan.
Yeah,
It's
it's
me.
Brennan.
So
Oh,
I actually
dude,
knew what the
that's
thing
mine.
was whenever I saw the thing. So
Gosh.
my entire thought was, oh, I can convince him by just knowing what the thing is.
No, literally.
Oh, this was actually good.
I
This is actually a good choice.
specifically
Five
sent a message
messages
about this
in-
exact thing, Guthrie.
5 messages.
Doesn't
5
mean I read it.
No, yeah, clearly you
I
have
thought-
read
hey.
nothing we've said about any of
This
this.
is true.
Yeah, well, I am
I'm here
very
for the third
surprised.
person.
I'm really surprised you went for that.
I specifically
think-
said
You
that
were-
if you already know what someone else's article is, just make something up anyway.
See, I was playing to win, and I was playing to
Okay, but
I
you
was like,
still
oh,
lost,
I know
and
what
you
the thing
still
is.
was the first one to get marked out. So obviously
It
not.
doesn't matter. You just have to know what you have to know. Like you know what you're talking about more than the
Uh-huh.
other people.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't. It doesn't matter if you actually know the truth. If you're terrible at saying
Also,
it.
we probably shouldn't have revealed that it was Brennan because now we know that the final two things are between me and Matthew.
What?
So there are two
Uh,
articles left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You now know.
Except we just
Except
get
all of us
completely
said
new
now that you're
articles
fine.
because I'm not even the judge of this round.
This is true.
So should I be the judge?
Go
Yeah, we
for
could
it.
do that. All right, my OBS is just refusing to render text properly, so we will have to keep score in our heads.
You don't like.
not gonna
Can I
do
just should I because should I just send the one I sent Matthew to you?
No,
I also
because
don't-
Matthew's the judge this round.
I don't remember
Well, that would make sense.
either. But
If-
okay.
Do you are you? Now hold on.
I
Just
don't
just
think-
before just so we can confirm before we go any deeper. You
Shh,
do
don't think
possess a brain.
Maybe we think about things.
Do you,
Matter when
you
go
do
over
have
the
you
ring.
do have common sense somewhere in there. You have the ability to think, right?
No.
Leave.
Okay then.
If not, then please be gone. Ah, he's gone.
he's gone.
Theoretically, the game could work. I could wrangle up third person. Ah, he's back.
No, I got bullied into a corner.
Send me your article.
That's what I'm doing.
I feel like I've encountered this article while looking for articles. Or something.
Who's-
I think I've
which
encountered this
of-
name before,
Don't
but there it is.
don't say it.
That's the one we're doing.
Yes, this is what we have.
Okay then.
Oh, you said
So,
it? Okay.
so Matthew, kick us off. Actually, first, we all get 30 seconds to think up.
Think.
Thonk.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll say what it is, and then you guys think about it.
Yes.
It's the Montauk Project.
All right. 30 seconds has begun. Okay, 30 seconds is up. Matthew?
All right. I guess I'll go with. What is the Montauk Project? J. Colonel, I guess. I don't know.
Jake works. So yes,
Jake,
the
okay.
Montauk Project, or Montauk, it could be either, is actually it's a fictional project from the Star Wars universe.
Okay. Brennan.
The Montauk Project is a project. It was brought up in the Roman Senate during the Roman Republic as a basis for their later welfare system.
The Roman Republic. Interesting. Guthrie.
The Montauk Project is a government conspiracy for recovering lost memories of things related to mind control and the MK Ultra Project.
That's good.
Okay.
One of us has provided a lot more detail than the others.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna ask Brennan first because I think he's the least likely, considering I've been forced to do Latin for all of school. Montauk doesn't sound Latin. So please explain exactly what the Montauk Project was.
Okay. So Cornelius Montauk is the one who, of course, proposes this to the Senate. Now, he is an adopted son from a general, and he just a general. I forget his name. It's like I literally can't remember. I'm dumb. But so a Roman general of the upper class, because you can't be in all that crap without being in the upper class to participate politically commonly.
Yeah. you
To
can't-
be in the Senate, say, and so he's adopted by him, and that's how he ends up with that name. I think he's from. He was stolen on a conquest, taken under his wing.
Interesting.
Is that all?
Interesting. Sounds the least believable so far, but I'm gonna ask Guthrie next.
So the Montauk Project originated whenever a UFO scientist documented two of his two colleagues having sort of recovered repressed memories with involvement with UFOs. These memories, they begin to trace them back and sort of looking for other people that had them, and it sort of like became a governmental study of having these things with governmental and military experiments being done on people that had been repressed, like time travel, teleportation, mind control, and even things similar to the MK Ultra project, which was a super soldier project that allowed for it was for the creation of psychics during the Cold War. Both of these things were influences for the Hawking's lab in Stranger Things, the television show on Netflix.
Well, I've never seen Stranger Things, so you got a leg up on me there.
I have seen Stranger Things. I will not confirm.
Yeah.
I will also not deny. I will neither confirm nor deny this information.
I'm not.
I wasn't
really
listening.
Brennan here.
All right, so should I talk about my bit now?
Yeah, good.
Okay, the Montauk Project was a fictional project in the Star Wars universe. It appeared only in the Knights of the Old Republic comics. Not the comics based on the MMORPG called Knights of the Old Republic. Or no, it wasn't Knights. The MMO was just called the Old Republic.
KOTOR.
Yeah, KOTOR. These comics are. I don't know if I should just give a brief summary of the comics, but they follow Zane Carrick, who is a Padawan who got like. I don't really want to say too much because I really want to recommend the series. Anyway, later on in the comics, sort of like 2/3 of the way through, the Mandalorians, and this isn't like Disney Plus Mandalorians. This is like old Legends Mandalore, are building this super weapon on the planet Montauk, and so this project is only referred to as the Montauk Project, and it's this big planet-killing super weapon because it's Star Wars. Of course, it's a planet killer.
Okay.
Wonder where they got that idea from.
Oh, I should also admit, all of this was happening like mid-90s-ish, so this is far before Disney's influence.
Okay. Well, so far I think Jake's is the most plausible of the three, but I want a little more detail from Guthrie. Just.
You want a little bit more detail?
Well, actually, no. I want to ask: do you believe this was a real thing?
Heck no. God darn it, no. I don't. I believe that there is alien life, but I do not believe in people having stupid repressed memories.
It's obviously Jake.
You think it's me?
Yeah.
It is not.
Fucking dumbass.
It is not me. I did not lie about Knights of the Old Republic comics. I did not lie about Zane Carrick.
Like, here's the thing. Why was the Death Star so, like, crazy? Because it was the first planet killer. Therefore, planet killer from, like, KOTOR make no sense.
What?
The Death Star was
okay. Forgetting the fact that Knights of the Old Republic takes place 10,000 years before the movies.
Yeah, I know.
And there's plenty of time for this to be forgotten. And I didn't even say it was a successful or completely built planet killer.
Yeah, I'm mad. My thing was so good.
The-
I even made shit up about mine because I wanted it to sound
What?
more believable.
No! You should be picking a believable article.
My article has 5 sentences on it.
Yeah, that's why I asked you before we started. Okay, you picked 5
Latin,
articles in like
got,
3 minutes. Are you sure they're all good?
Matthew, I didn't know you took Latin.
Yeah.
That was your downfall, Brennan.
Brennan's
I don't
downfall
think it
was
was. Yeah.
Matthew
Yeah.
knew Latin.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a point for Matthew and a point for me. I'm not gonna be judge again, so I appoint. I'm gonna appoint Brennan to do it because I don't trust Guthrie.
That's fair.
Okay.
I want to hear this. This is gonna be fun.
Well, I'm sending it to Brennan, right?
No,
No.
to me.
Do not send it to me.
I sent it to you last time, and one time I sent it to Matthew, as I told you, and one you're at the other.
To Jake.
We should
Yes,
just keep
send it
it
to
like,
me.
and we should keep a never-ending score, so we just keep going with the same game.
I agree.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that would lead to a much more interesting game.
Yeah,
More
because we all
competitive.
get way better at it.
Yeah, I do want to try this again when we all actually know what's going on. Okay, we have our article, gentlemen. Let me pop it in OBS.
This is a bucket.
Dear God,
There's more.
no.
What about this?
Okay, there we have it.
Dang it.
All right. Opposition Day.
Boring name.
All right. Sounds like you punched a wall.
It sounds like
Then
he.
you, like,
It sounds like he's. It sounds like he's about to steal my truth.
Oh my god. Okay, so Jackie, start us off. What is Opposition Day?
Okay, Opposition Day is a day in British Parliament when the opposition party gets to choose the agenda. I will not elaborate yet.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I
Matthew.
forgot to give everyone 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Oh
You did.
wait.
Oops.
I
Okay,
know.
we can stop.
Should we start a new one?
I think we should.
Yeah, I think
go for
That's
it.
my bad.
Okay.
Was it you, Jake?
It was. So
Yeah.
I will just replace my article and keep you other
The
two.
other two? Cool.
the thing
Okay.
is,
The name of the article is Isgaled.
Okay, 30 seconds is up.
Okay, so. Big boy AU, alright?
Uh-huh.
AU is
Hit me up.
gold.
AU is gold.
No,
big boy
it
gold.
is
AG is-
undumb.
Yeah,
I meant
AG.
AG.
Yeah, you said that at the beginning, and
they're right on top of
absolutely
each
nothing went off
They're-
in my
they're-
head. But
they're
this
like
time,
right-
yeah, AU is
Yeah,
definitely
they're on-
gold.
Yeah, they're on top of each other. That's what I was thinking.
Isgaled is one of the wizards that went east during the Silmarillion in Lord of the Rings.
Alright.
I'm gonna immediately throw some shade. Like that sounds like a really specific thing to have a Wikipedia article, but then again, it is Lord of the Rings.
It is Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, yeah.
Yeah.
Jackie.
Okay. Isglid was a Viking warrior during the times when I forget the number of century. It's one of the teen century numbers. Whenever England was getting sacked repeatedly and all the churches were getting burned and such. I think it was
Alright.
the 1400s. I could be incredibly wrong there. It's been a fat minute since I read the article.
Mathew.
A 1980s Serbian magazine.
Alright. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either.
Get me thonkin'.
Mm-hmm.
Let's...
Want some more detail?
Yeah. Give me some more details. AG.
So, Isgaled and the other wizard, they both headed east. The other wizard's name is unknown. Isgolid is also only a theory of what his name is, for it is mentioned during the creation of the Maiar. The names of the wizards are never given, but it's suspected that he was one of them. Being a Maiar, similar to Gandalf and Radagast the Brown and Saruman the White.
Saruman the Rad. I just remember that one image. When did Saruman the Wise abandon reason for radness?
The
So-
alternate universe.
Isgolid headed east, which is a landscape similar to that of Sultan Empire Byzantines as a landscape.
Mhm.
We know that two of the ring wraiths were from the east, and it is also suspected after a comment from Gandalf that since they had heard nothing of them, and they had still heard of things from Radagast and knew that he was within Mirkwood, that the night they're called the Night Sisters had probably slain them. I know it sounds similar to Star Wars, but they're
No,
they're
that
ring-
is no. The Night Sisters are 100% a group in the Clone Wars.
They are 100.
They are. I know. They're the Night Sisters within on the planet of
Dathomir.
Dathomir.
Yes.
Uh-huh. They're
Yeah.
like the Cabrak are the males, and the Night Sisters are the females. But they're literally the same thing. It's two. They were two queens within an Eastern country.
That's a lot. That's a lot of detail. And I might add, this relies quite heavily on the fact that Brennan has not read Lord of the Rings,
No.
Or the Silmarillion.
and no one's read the Silmarillion.
No one's.
I've read the Silmarillion.
Yeah, I noticed.
That's the point. You're no one.
You
You're
get
no
credit
one.
for trying though.
You are a nobody.
With the
What is your
Silmarillion,
name?
you get credit for
The girl
trying.
has no name.
You are the 100%.
Okay.
Jake.
All right. Yes, Isgled. He was a Viking man. He seemed to be like, I guess, the equivalent of a knight in feudal Europe as far as like social standing went, like that sort of thing. Like he had about the same level of respect. So he wasn't like this big general or conqueror or anything. His bones were actually found somewhere in Scandinavia where the Vikings' like homeland was.
Mhm.
The only reason we really know anything about him is that he and like some records about him were extremely well preserved because of how he was found, and that's what makes this interesting. It appears that he and like all of his like books and papers that he had written about him from like spoils of like some campaign invasion he went on, like was a part of, were all like just kind of preserved by the numerous bodies of servants that he had piled around him when he died, because archaeologists believe what happened is that they were just out completely lost, too far away from anyone else, like in the wastes, like getting pretty close to like the Arctic Circle, proper Arctic waters or whatever. I don't know how far north Scandinavia is. He was up there. And so it looks like what happened is he just had all of his servants like huddle for warmth around him until they all died of like frostbite or whatever.
Wonderful.
All right. Matthew.
Well, okay. So as I said, Isglid was a pop. Well, I haven't said this yet. It was a pop culture magazine focused towards the youth in Serbia.
The
in
youths.
early 1980s. Only 5 issues were published. Literally nothing else is basically nothing else is said about it in this article, except it was based off of apparently a American magazine called where was it? What was it? The Interview, or Interview, not The Interview. Interview. So yeah, only 5 issues were published, and then it kind of fell apart.
Anyone have any final comments, concerns, questions?
Yes. Every single one of
Can I-
Isglin's
can I-
servants does appear to be male, which is
Can I-
quite odd.
Ooh, I have a cool idea for the next round.
You don't get to say cool ideas until you understand this idea.
Indeed.
Is that everything everyone has to say?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's Matthew.
Yeah.
How you do?
Yeah, it's me. It's me.
All right. So Matthew
Can I
is.
say my idea?
All right. I have to ask, what tipped you off about mine? Was it just
It's-
like
It's definitely when people start getting vague that their argument falls apart.
I got real.
So
stupid.
you said some campaign or something, like how I did. That screws with your
well, I
stance.
mean, the whole point is that we found him like in Scandinavia-ish territory. We don't know where he was before that.
Mm-hmm. Also, what tipped me off that
Oh, well.
it was Matthew for me was you said the 1400s and the Vikings only sacked
Yeah.
Britain during the 900s and 800s after William the Conqueror.
That was
showed
also-
up, because William the Conqueror was a Norman. He was a
I thought
Viking.
I was pretty confident giving myself the entire 1,000-year space between 1,000 and 2,000.
But you were wrong
I-
because it
I
was
was wrong. You
were
before
wrong. Yeah, that's what I
1000.
think. I'm like, wasn't like the end of it like the 1200s?
All right, so
What
I
about
knew
for
Guthrie
me?
while he was
I just
talking. I'm
kinda-
like,
Guthrie, because you slotted it into something that you really knew about
Mhm,
Yes,
mhm.
that's
I
what
just told the-
I
just
did.
told-
and expected me
the
to believe it.
That's what I did the second round. So
Yeah.
that
I
trick's
just
already
told
been
the
used.
story- I just told the story of the game.
Well, like,
Middle Earth,
it's a
Shadow
good
of
trick, though.
War.
It is a good trick
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it could be the article could usually, like I slotted in an article that I knew something about, and then the rest of them I didn't. You could make them all things you know about or all things you don't know about.
Mhm.
I think it's just how you do it determines how good they were.
Guthrie, here's the
I just
thing. You
did
mentioned
shit that I
something
had
about
no
like the wizard
goddamn
being
clue
one of the
was.
ring wraiths.
Yeah, I was like,
You
you could have
mentioned
just
that?
easily just switched someone out, like their name, but there's still a thing because it totally sounds real.
Okay, but
That's what
Guthrie,
I did.
Guthrie,
That's literally
Yeah,
what
and that's
I did.
exactly what I was thinking in the
Alright,
back of mine. I'm like,
but
you just
Guthrie,
switched out a character.
listen. This is like actual Lord of the Rings story. All of the ring wraiths were human kings.
I said they were queens because it's a part of Middle Earth Shadow of War, which makes
Alright.
no god sense and is not canon.
Ah,
There were also two kings from the east. So
all right.
Already,
So
Chiefs.
now it is.
also the person who I replaced his name is he's the main character in Middle Earth Shadow of War. That's just what I just replaced his story with the name and then called him a wizard.
All right. Anyway, so yes, one last go. Matthew
I am
and
judge.
Brennan. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm a
Matthew
judge,
and
yeah.
Brennan, send
Yeah.
me your articles, and I will reveal our final mix for the night. Okay, so we have our article here. And let me just, there it is. All right, so let me get my 30-second timer up. First, Brennan, would you like to pronounce this for us?
Oh no, Guthrie, I'm done.
Oh, it's Guthrie.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Wind and Coon.
All right, our 30 seconds starts now. All right, the timer's
He's
up.
on to me.
I stroke my face as if I have a beard.
Silver, Guthrie, please.
You may begin.
Who?
Kernel of corn.
Ah, yes. All right, so let's see. I'm trying to remember the pronunciation here. Oh, I'm gonna
Wind
butcher
and
this.
Coon.
Wint and Kun is a children's firearm manufacturer.
Okay.
That's true.
Matthew?
Firearm manufacturer.
Matthew,
Gotten
you're
really
quiet.
quiet again, Matthew.
I'm sorry to say, but that's incorrect.
Prove it.
It in
You're wrong.
fact is a manufacturer of painted wooden figurines and music boxes
Mm.
in Germany.
Ooh,
The name kind of implies German, I guess.
it does. It does.
Nah.
imply German.
Except it's not German. It is an American company. Or
Mm.
was an American company.
Okay,
It is definitely not in business anymore.
It is.
you may go. God.
Went in Kuhn is a name of a duo featured in the TV show of the same name, popular in Austria. It's a cartoon, popular
Jake, I have
from
no
the
further questions for
1970s.
You've none from me? Really?
No.
Are you sure?
You didn't mention a location, and therefore I have removed you from the options.
I just did mention that it's American.
You mentioned that after Matthew had mentioned Germany, therefore I have removed you from my thought process.
You're
Matthew,
lost, my guy.
elaborate.
You're lost.
Describe to me the
Seduce.
figurines.
So all their products are produced by hand and only made in the German federal state of Saxony. The best known figurines.
I have a question for you.
Unpronounceable angels, because I can't pronounce German. With their characteristic green wings and 11 white dots, and their flower children.
Brennan,
So
describe to me the show.
the show.
And then describe
So it
to me
follows.
the
so
two
it follows-
Go for it. Go.
Yeah. So went in Kuhn. It's kind of like a Mickey Pluto type of duo.
Who's the
But
dog?
this time it's not a dog. It's just a
Okay.
guy and his donkey.
Oh, it's the donkey, similar
Yeah.
to Don Quixote.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
No, it's no. Yeah. So it follows them on their adventures. You know, it's kind of just like
What are the personalities of these two characters?
personalities.
Mhm.
It really does feel like a copy paste.
Of Mickey and
Of
Pluto.
similar shows.
What
yeah,
time
from,
period was
from
it? Is this
America.
like a propaganda?
You don't ask
like,
the questions.
I
You don't ask the
am
questions.
asking these questions. Brennan can choose to answer them if he wants.
Yeah.
I did not say that players cannot ask questions.
Fine.
Is this
Brennan,
what time period? Is this like a
Mm-hmm,
is this just like actual straight up theft of the Mickey and Pluto characters basically?
Well, it's like the same dynamic, but it's in like Austria, like Europe.
How well
No,
is production?
is on a scale of homage to Chinese bootleg, where are we here?
Yeah, that was
Like
the
a scale of 1
question.
to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a solid 5.
If you had to give it a rough yearly budget, what would it be?
I don't know if that would be
Discord
recorded
guy.
in a Wikipedia article.
I'm not saying. I'm saying like this is just intuition off of reading the article.
And not seeing the show and the quality of
No,
animation.
I'm
and
rolling
sound.
insight checks. I'm not rolling perception checks.
What? No,
I'm
that
trying to
doesn't.
feel
You're
out
asking
the
him a
answer.
question that he would have no way to answer.
Oh,
It's 'cause I'm trying-
did
I'm
you guys
trying
not
to
hear my
feel the
answer?
No, I didn't hear the answer.
Oh,
didn't.
I said a 5.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that.
saying,
No,
what
he's
would be
asking.
your
He's
rough-
asking what you think the yearly budget of this cartoon was that you haven't seen.
Oh, sorry, my Discord died. I was like, what's up?
Yeah,
Okay, he has no way to answer this question. I don't think he should have to.
I want him to
What-
just give
what
me
do I
what
think
you
this-
feel. Give me
the
what
budget?
you feel. Yeah.
I don't.
Just give me what you feel. Yeah,
I
even
didn't
if
look into the
article
company
doesn't
that
have one.
makes it.
Just a reminder, we're not allowed to look anything up while we're answering these.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the budget for like
Yeah, just
for
give
a
me what you
baseline
feel.
would be.
What you would
What I
think.
feel,
Mhm.
I feel it's lower. It's higher than a Chinese knockoff, but it's
Mhm.
lower than what a Disney cartoon.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Get what I
Ask
mean?
another question for Matthew.
Okay.
Where is Saxony?
It's in Germany.
Where in Germany? Just
I
give me a cardinal direction.
I refuse.
I
I
pick
have
Matthew.
no earthly idea.
I pick Matthew. Mostly because I feel like he read the article barely and then is trying to just recreate what he read and wouldn't know if like by diving into things.
Yeah.
So I don't think he. Am I correct? Is it Matthew?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I want
You
to
were
point
too-
out, I'm giving you this point begrudgingly because your logic is flawed, your brain is flawed, and you are flawed.
I thought we established this at the beginning of the video.
I literally only I paid attention to literally nothing they said. I only paid attention to the mannerisms. Also, the only thing I paid attention to was I eliminated Jake because he didn't give me a location, and I knew that whoever brought up Germany first was probably going to be the person who it was. And then when you
What?
said Austria, I was like, that could be
Are
another
you
possibility.
what? That's
It's literal German. I know
yeah.
that's
Of course, it's German, but why
didn't
would
say
it?
it was
Why
German.
would it?
You
Okay,
waited until Matthew did.
okay.
Therefore, I
But if you'd
eliminated
listened to
Speak
me,
German
you would have
about
known that it would have been called German because it was slightly parodying Smith and Wesson.
Mm. I had eliminated you.
Because
gave
you're
me
a fool.
location. Was I correct though? Was it Matthew? Was
is Matthew.
Therefore, I was correct. My logic was perfect.
I thought mine was pretty good.
Brennan's yours
Yours
was pretty good. I was trying to help you.
I actually did believe you for a little bit. I didn't think it was Matthew, and then I
Bro,
remember that he literally
Bro,
described
I just
how
thought,
the
bro, this
dolls
could be a
looked.
children's cartoon
What?
because it had the and. I was like, okay, we're doubling down.
The thing that led me back to Matthew was that you just said it was a copy and paste of like the character dynamic, and I was like, no way, they'd have something special. Germans are weird. They'd have like
This was Austria. He didn't
It's
even
Austria.
say Germany.
no. I had constantly just replaced. I was just like, they're in Germany. He gave me a location's close. They speak German.
Do you assume I would have watched it?
No, so I
No.
think,
Do you think-
Matthew,
do you
I
think
think you
the-
can also agree. We can all agree that Guthrie won this based on pure chance and multiple levels of logical fallacy.
Yes.
My ability to think was so powerful, it made no sense.
It's like the difference between an inside and an outside joke.
Guthrie's brain is like removing the GPU from your computer so you can put more power into the CPU.
That's good.
And on that nugget, I think we can leave it off. The winner is at the end of this, Matthew.
Matthew.
Matthew's the winner by like 2 points.
Yeah.
Guess who doesn't have anything?
Yeah.
I scored a point. I picked Matthew, therefore got point.
All right. Oh, that's too big. There we go.
Can I
No.
get my idea for what we could do?
No.